Welcome, aspiring filmmakers of the new Hollywood generation. My name is Orlando Delbert. This is Hollywood Unapologetic. Today I want to speak about filmmaking essentials, film distribution, a cast that tweets matters as part of your distribution strategy, and the new Hollywood generation. If you haven't watched Filmmaking Essentials, Film Distribution Basics, Distribution Strategy, and the new Hollywood generation, I'll have a link at the end of this episode for you to check out. You may be asking yourself, a cast that tweets? What does casting or tweeting have to do with film distribution? Actually, quite a lot. Most filmmakers think about who they would like to cast for their projects early on, if not first, for their films. And I can tell you right off the bat, most film distributors will only consider your project if there are recognizable names attached to your film. The higher the cast's profile, the better. This is what they're looking for. I've been told from a friend who's the number 2 guy in a film distribution company, 3 questions they need answered to even begin considering distributing a film. What is the name of the film? Are there recognizable names in the film? What does the filmmaker need to finish the film? I've spoken about these 3 questions elsewhere in the series and plan to address them again individually. But for this episode, let's just stay with having recognizable names in the film. As part of your distribution strategy, understanding that marketing is a huge part of the whole distribution process that can make or break your film's success. When a distributor looks at your film, they assess what the marketing budget for them would be for digital, magazine, and newspaper exposure, and including a theatrical release. This is all for getting the most exposure they can, which increases the monetary value of your film. The higher the film's projected monetary value, the higher the revenue potential. Like most independent filmmakers, we produce our film and find a distributor. The distributor tries to find exhibitors, which in turn attempt to find an audience. This has been the traditional way most independent films get released. For many independent productions, it becomes an uphill battle to find the right audience if the battle itself hasn't already been lost. That is why it is so important to consider a marketing strategy geared to a very narrow and targeted audience at the very beginning of the development stage of your film. Then they look at the estimated marketing cost, and based on previous projects in the current market, they estimate what the projected profits would be. If there were enough of a profit margin in it for the distributor, your film may be considered. Your cast name recognition is a huge part of the marketing process. A distributor can capitalize on a cast's notoriety based on the value of your film, and this helps with the distributor's return on investment. This return, or ROI, is the distributor's only goal. The bigger the return, and the better. This is also why it's important to begin your marketing strategy on social media early on to build a following and a support base. The more followers you and your film have, the higher the perceived value of your film, the easier it is for your film to market when your film is presented to distributors. This goes directly hand in hand with your casting. Your cast members will have a fan base already built in. The more well-known the cast member, the larger the fan base, and the more likely some of those fans will want to see your film. Think of it as having a core audience at your film's beginning. That core audience will want to see your cast members' next work, your film. What's even better is if these same cast members are active on social media. Let's say your 4 key cast members have 1 million followers each on Twitter, and they are active. Now you have 4 million potential followers of your film. Distributors see this and they figure if 1% of them see your film in theaters, that's 40,000 people in the seats. That's enough of a figure for them to work with to estimate what the gross revenue would be from the exhibitors alone. That's their starting point towards their return of investment. While many filmmakers may look at this topic when they're figuring out their shoot schedule and the associated budgets for the film's completion, the film's ROI should really be considered as part of your distribution strategy at the very beginning of the development stage. Some distributors want and will encourage an active social media presence for the film's cast and the director even after the film's acquisition. They may want to work together with you and encourage your continued online participation. Having insights to particular scenes and the filmmaking process can only help with the film's public relations side. Think about deleted and behind-the-scenes scenes and stories that can be shared. Fans will eat that stuff up. This should be part of a longer-term filmmaking strategy. One of the things mentioned throughout this series, Hollywood is about making money. What that truly means, you and I are of little significance to the bean counters and check signers unless we're able to produce something that can be monetized in their best interest not ours. This is certainly true in the distribution side because billions of dollars every year come directly from distribution. Many creative artisans don't fully understand or open to that line of thinking. This only hinders his or her chances of success, unfortunately, when it comes to deal making and negotiating. So many filmmakers get burned once they're looking for distribution options because they don't always fully understand what they are signing off on. These details can be somewhat confusing or even daunting for some. Believe me, I get it. By this point, you should have an experienced entertainment attorney representing your deal. An experienced entertainment attorney's job is to be your advocate. You want someone who is able to negotiate, or better said, improve a distributor's offer. Getting an entertainment attorney on board ensures you and everyone involved gets the best deal while protecting your project legally and financially. As members of the new Hollywood generation, we're all in it together. Be safe, be smart, and don't forget to be great. More on success in filmmaking, success in life can be found in Pollyanna's tear-soaked battlefields of Hollywood, Survival Guide Against the Cynicism and Hypocritical. I'm going to add a link at the very end to this episode, Filmmaking Essentials, Film Distribution Basics, Distribution Strategy, and the new Hollywood generation. Go check it out. Are you ready for the challenge?